Anthony Yarde versus Artur Beterbiev. What a fight that was last night. Arguably the best fight of 2023. In my opinion, it was an absolute classic fight of the light heavyweight division. Anthony Yarde showing why he's the nickname the Lion. You know, showed the heart of a lion there. Took so much punishment and kept coming forward, landing serious shots on Beterbiev. I would say gave him his toughest test. And Beterbiev, not many people knew who he was before this fight. They'd heard about it, but now people know that he's a serious operator. One of the best boxers in the whole of boxing. Pound for pound, top 5 I would say. Maybe top 10. But yeah, what a fight it was. And in this video, we're going to take a look back at the fight, you know, give a little bit of a reaction analysis of it. But yeah, if you enjoy the video, please like and don't forget to subscribe. It helps out a lot. But yeah, let's get into the fight. So I'll be honest, as we get into this fight, I didn't watch too much of Artur Beterbiev before this fight, but from what I'd heard, he was a classical boxer, you know, typical traditional boxer, very good at it. And obviously we all know about Anthony Yarde, you know, big powerful guy, stamina for days. So the consensus that I was getting is that the only way Anthony Yarde was realistically going to win this was by knocking out Beterbiev. But as we see there, is that Yarde, as he started this fight, was outboxing Beterbiev, landing him, and this was giving me confidence with being someone who hadn't watched too much of Beterbiev. I thought Anthony Yarde was going to win, you know, this start of this first round gave me confidence. But then we see Beterbiev, he's so composed, and he is such a good boxer, as we're going to see, you know, landing shots there. And something that we're going to see in this fight as we go on is that Anthony Yarde wasn't very good at controlling the corner compared to Artur Beterbiev. Artur Beterbiev was so good at getting Yarde into the corner and landing shots, as we could have just seen there, but the bell went. But yeah, as we can see again, Beterbiev gets Yarde into the corner and he's landing such good shots. You know, he's not just throwing punches, he's landing shots that are impacting Yarde. And we're going to see more of that as we get into the fight. As we can see, this is the round where Anthony Yarde got a bit wobbled there. He was lucky that the bell went. It was a bit of a boring round, but it was a strong end for Beterbiev, who looked to rock Yarde there. And the fourth round, this is where Yarde really starts to get in trouble. And at the start of this round, Beterbiev just wobbling. You can see his leg buckled a little bit, but there's one big shot in particular that's coming up that Beterbiev lands, and it really just shakes Yarde. This was the first time we saw Yarde in some real trouble in this fight. But here we go. Oh, there we go. That right hand, he just wobbled a bit. And to be fair to Anthony Yarde, he was getting hit with such good shots, but he kept going. No one can question Anthony Yarde's heart now. You know, he was getting hit with such good shots, and he just kept coming forward, kept swinging. As you can see, he swung that left hand there, didn't land, but you know, he's still in it. He still participated. You know, it's not completely one-sided beatdown. Anthony Yarde is still throwing. And as we can see towards the end of this round, he's coming back in it. He's landing shots from Beterbiev. He's the aggressor. So it's a big credit to Anthony Yarde for his performance in this fight. But Beterbiev, as we saw there with that right hook, he's just so clinical, and you know, his shots are powerful, precise. The fifth round, this was Anthony Yarde's best round by a margin, I would say. You know, there's a big shot he lands later in the round that I thought that Beterbiev could have been done here. When I was watching the fight live, I thought Anthony Yarde was going to end it. But yeah, this was definitely his best round, and I think the big right hand's coming now. But as we see, that wasn't the shot, but that was a nice check hook from Yarde. And I think the right hand's coming up in about a couple of seconds. There we go. What a shot that is from Anthony Yarde, a monstrous right hand. And watching this live, I'm seeing Beterbiev clinging on like that. I thought it was done. I thought Anthony Yarde could have got Beterbiev out. But watching it again, Beterbiev is still there. He's not as calm as I thought he was. He's still composed. And we've seen how much of a not beating, but a lot of shots he's taken, powerful shots Beterbiev has taken. And just watch how he ends this fight, ends this round. As we can see, 18 seconds left, Anthony Yarde's pressuring Beterbiev. And then, as I mentioned it earlier, Beterbiev's so good at controlling that corner. Look at him. Oh, these shots are brutal. After Anthony Yarde was walking him down, Beterbiev spins him around the shots, just cracking him with all types of shots. Just what? That's so impressive from Beterbiev. After just coming under such pressure, he's able to end round 5 like that. It's just a credit to Artur Beterbiev. But yeah, the 6th round, as we can see, Beterbiev coming out fast, but the 6th round was a bit of a boring round compared to the 5th round. I think both fighters did want to take a bit of a rest period. You know, after such a powerful and action-packed round 5, both fighters did want to take a bit of a breather here. But that's no disrespect, you know. Fair enough. Now we're into round 7, and I was growing more confident as the rounds goes on, because obviously Artur Beterbiev is 38 years old, Anthony Yarde's 7 years younger. You know, you're thinking Anthony Yarde's going to be the younger, fresher guy. The longer this goes, it's going to impact Anthony Yarde, yes, less, and I thought Artur Beterbiev was going to tire. as we see, Anthony Yarde is starting to land more consistently now. And I was thinking Beterbiev might start to tire and just wear off. I was thinking the best of Beterbiev has passed, but as we're going to see soon, that's not the case at all. But this is a good round for Anthony Yarde, landing some good shots, but Beterbiev isn't just taking them, he's giving them back. And that's the thing. Whilst the were exchanging where both fighters landed, you just got the sense that Beterbiev was getting the better of the exchanges, and I had Beterbiev up on my cards, and I think that's the reason why. He was just coming off better in the exchanges, starting the fights well and ending the fights well. But Anthony Yarde, as Beterbiev controls the corner so well again, Anthony Yarde, as you can see, he's getting beaten here, but he's still swinging as he did in that fourth round when he was under the cosh. He isn't out of it, and he is still swinging, even though he is probably absolutely shattered. But this is such a good round, probably arguably one of the best rounds of the fight. Both men just swinging, putting everything on the line, and oof, what a fight. Both fighters can wake up this morning feeling proud of themselves after this slugfest. The 8th round, this is the final round, and Beterbiev, just showing why he's one of the best in boxing. We're going to see he lands a big shot here that wobbles Anthony Yarde, that would have put down most people in the light heavyweight division without a shadow of a doubt. But as I said, I was confident with Anthony Yarde. I thought as the rounds goes on, the younger guy's gonna come better. But as we're going to see, Beterbiev, what a right hand! And that shot was probably behind the back of the head, but obviously, what a big right hand that wobbled Yarde. But to be fair, when I was watching this, I wasn't thinking that Yarde's finished. I was thinking, he's waiting till 8, he's doing what he should do, gathering his breath, clearing his head. And as we're going to see, Beterbiev just come straight in for the kill, and he gets the finish, as we're going to see in a second. Oof. And I do think it was a bit of an early stoppage. We see Tunde there telling the ref to stop it, and I think the ref looked a bit shocked as well. But yeah, I do think that was a bit of an early stoppage from Tunde. I think that Yarde wasn't completely gone. I think that he could have just covered up and taken the shots. But you never know. The most likely probability is that Beterbiev would have landed more. And as a trainer, you do want to protect your fighter. Fighters are always going to want to continue. So yeah, Artur Beterbiev, what a fighter he is. Thoroughly deserved the win. Even if it was a bit of an earlier stoppage, I had him up on my cards. Even though something to point out is that 2 of the judges had Anthony Yarde up. I personally don't see how that is possible. I think Artur Beterbiev controlled that fight. I think you would give Anthony Yarde 2 rounds maybe, and you could still give them to Beterbiev. But yeah, Anthony Yarde, he still fought very well, landed punches in every round, competing to the highest level. And these are 2 fighters I think have still got some left in the tank. Obviously, Beterbiev is 38, and if he's going to take that fight against Bivol for undisputed that everybody's hoping for, I think he wants to do that sooner rather than later, because Father Time catches up to everybody. But Anthony Yarde, he's still only 31 years old. He's a young lion. He's still going to have more world title shots. I firmly believe that, and he is still one of the best fighters in the light heavyweight division. But yeah, that's all from me, guys. If you guys have enjoyed this video, please like and do subscribe as it helps out. But yeah, that's all from me.